Alright guys, Alchemy of Life back with another video, and I just wanted to have you guys along while I'm making a MilkThisle tincture. So I thought I'm making this MilkThisle tincture. It's the same method as the way I made this dandelion root tincture with echinacea in it. Just a little bit of echinacea to give it that immunity boost. I made that on the 12th. So yeah, let's make this MilkThisle tincture. Easy, and well, it's really more of a talk, but I wanted to make a tincture with you guys, someday. I didn't do the dandelion one for you guys, so I thought while I'm doing this, bring you guys along. So there isn't really much to it, and how's everybody been? Comment in the comment section below how quarantine's going for you, whether you're watching this video live or you're watching this video post live. Oh, I gotta show you guys some of the neat new books I got. Let me see. I got the Kabbalion. This is the Sanitary edition, guys. Look at this shit. The best version of the Kabbalion that you can get. Alibris Books, ALIBRIS books.com, and pick up the Sanitary, as you can see, edition. Normally this book probably 30 years ago, the Sanitary edition was probably $100. Now it's like $9 with tax. And let me see. We got comments. What is up? Like the stream, guys, if you want. Go ahead, press that thumbs up button. Gets the algorithm going, as Keith would say. But yeah, I'm gonna get this in. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a MilkThisle tincture, or just any type of tincture. This is an easy method that I got from the woman who wrote this book, the second book I'm going to introduce to you guys. Rosemary Glassar's the shit. And I didn't get it out of this book, I just got this book. Let me go get that book where I got the ideas from. This book is amazing. Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs Beginner Guide. Let me turn to the page where she has tinctures. Tincture making. She's gotta have it in here somewhere. Syrups. I'll just flip through. It should be in the beginning where she's explaining everything. Oh, here it is. I just turned to it. Tinctures. So a solvent is pretty simple. It's pretty simple as well. It's pretty close to a tincture, but a tincture is basically on the store where you see bottles of tinctures like this, and they're supposed to be like really, really potent. So that's why you only need like 1 or 2 drops. Well, here you go. So the MilkThistle is already measured out. So you're gonna want to measure out enough herb to be like at this point right here. So at least the quarter or the half mark. And you can use a bigger jar or a smaller jar. It just depends on how much you're making. So basically, you're gonna put some alcohol in. So I have 80 proof. So you're gonna want 80 proof vodka, brandy, whiskey, but it has to be at least 80 proof. This is actually 82 proof, but this is Wheatley's organic vodka. Now I'm gonna need a little more vodka than that, but actually this one, because of the solvent, the alcohol is a solvent. Actually, let me see. Okay, I think we're doing good. So it's like right here is where the seeds are. Right here is where the alcohol is. So I would need like another inch of alcohol or 2, another inch and a half or 2. Normally, you want your alcohol to be 2 to 3 inches above your herb. So that's okay, because it's just how potent do you want it to be. So the alcohol to water ratio, now you're going to use distilled water, or you're going to want to use a very good spring water, but distilled is the best when making tinctures and different things like this, is because it's clean. It has nothing in it, no minerals, no nothing. It's pure, clean, oxygenated H2O. So I'm just going to be using more water. I'm going to cover the rest all the way up there to leave room for shaking. So the most important part of this isn't just this. And you're going to leave this in a sunny place for at least 2 weeks, but 6 weeks would be, at least 6 weeks. Then I'll go over some more methods of how people make the really, really potent tinctures. The most important part, though, is labeling, besides having everything, because if you don't know what you have, you kind of got to throw it out because you don't know what it is and what it could do. It could be, you could have been working with a poisonous plant that was for a certain ailments, and it's supposed to be done in small dosages, and you take it in a high dosage because you don't know what it is, or a higher dosage than it should be. So labeling is going to be key. Just like I've labeled that right there. So April 12th, 2020, dandelion root echinacea leaf tincture, and I just named the tincture, put what's in it, different things like that. Just key. When people have apothecaries, labeling is very, very big. Where are my labels at? Oh, here are my labels. So I have Avery labels. And I'm just going to label it. I'm going to do an orange label. And as you can see, I got my tarot cards spread out. I've been doing some work for a friend, work for myself. I cleaned the altar a couple days ago, and now it's got sage all over it. Crazy. You do that. You label it. So I'm not gonna write what it is because you guys already know it's MilkThisle Tincture. You guys know the day, yada 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 yada. But what you're gonna do is, for 2 to 6 weeks, however long you're gonna let your tincture sit, you're going to shake this for 1 to 2 minutes a day, putting your intentions into the medicine. Obviously, we live in a vibrational world, so your intentions, even your intention for making this, is automatically going into it. So when you're shaking it, you're going to want to put your intentions into it, just to give it that extra boost. And then you're going to strain it. Get a wire or mesh strainer or cheesecloth. I'll get a wire strainer and probably put some cheesecloth in it and then strain it. And then this is the part where people who make those overpriced, but they're overpriced because they take a long time to make them. Because what they do here is, then instead of discarding the herb, what they do is, they discard the herb, my fault. Well, some people do, or they keep both. What they do is they'll transfer this water, alcohol, and herb into a bigger mason jar, like those giant mason jars, those pickle jars, and then they'll do the process all over again. But they'll strain everything, put the herb that was used on top of the next herb. So they'll say I was doing a really strong MilkThisle tincture. I'll strain everything and then transfer everything into a bigger jar. I'll put more MilkThisle seeds, because this is what they are, MilkThistle seeds, and then like fresh new ones, and then I'll put these on top, put that on top, put more water and put more